Alright YouTube, this is Charlie. This is my 65 Chevelle Malibu. First turbo blow-through project. Small block Chevy here. Little 5-liter boat anchor motor. It's got some modifications done to it. Cam, Vortec heads. I did the cam. It was cheap. I did the heads. They were cheap. Don't know anybody would spend money rebuilding a small block 305, but somebody did, and that's what was in the car when I bought it. This is my little LS motor that's going to be going in there, fuel injected down the road, but for right now we're playing with blow-through carburetor. That's what this video is about. I've tried several different things and had lots of different kinds of results. Yesterday I think I found a little bit of a breakthrough, but I definitely still have some tuning, some carb tuning to do. What I've got here's 650 CFM, 4150 Holley HP carburetor. No choke tower, none of that stuff. I didn't have to worry about modifying that. The setup that I've got here that's gotten me into the ballpark, and still, again, keep in mind here, it still needs some tuning. I currently have a modified power valve in the primary. Secondary power valve is blocked off. I have a vent tube from my secondary float bowl that comes up into the carb hat. I ended up removing the one from the primaries because it was just really rich down low at cruise and whatnot. Right now I'm a little bit rich under boost. I'm running about high 10s, low 11s under boost, and I'd like to get that around 11.5, so I'm actually going to jet down the back. Right now, with another bit of tuning I was doing, I jetted way up in the back to try and richen it up under boost. Didn't work. It practically had no effect on my fuel curve, oddly enough. So right now I've got 80 jets in the back and I have 65s up front. I also have the, like I said, I have the fuel vent, the fuel bowl vent tube installed in the back. What else have I done to this thing? I did remove the power valve blowout protection from the base plate of the carburetor there, so that my power valve would work under boost. Now let me caveat on that. I tell you, I made that modification of the base plate. The actual power valve that's in it now does not operate on vacuum at all. It only comes on under boost. It's a modified power valve. You can find information on that online. If you want me to send you the link, shoot me a comment and I'll send you a link to that. The guys over at Hangar 18 Fabrication have some good information on how to modify these Hollies on their webpage. I've used a lot of that. I've used bits and pieces from lots of different places online. Right now I'm running about a 12.5 to 13.5 to 1, depending on speed and throttle setting, at cruise. So that's not bad for cruise. Maybe a hair on the rich side. I'd like to see more 13.5 at cruise, and then she appropriately richens up under boost. So right now she's going down to about, I think I said it already, high 10s, low 11s under boost. I'm going to try to lean that out a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put some smaller jets in the back, go from 80s. I'll try some 75s or 70s. I'll actually probably go try 70s and see what happens, only because I don't recommend taking that big a jump with your jets in the carburetor. But you have to keep an eye on your air fuel. I do have an indicator, so I'll be able to keep a close eye on that. Have the air fuel gauge in the cockpit there. But the only reason I'm taking jumps that big with my secondary jets is because, it's probably because of the vent tube that I've installed on the secondary float bowl, but the secondary jet sizing, as well as the primaries, has had very little effect on my air fuel ratio under boost. So the other thing that I've done with this carburetor is the high-speed air bleeds on the primary side. I haven't tinkered with the secondaries yet. I plan to do that. I actually have those blocked off. They are plugged. There is no... I actually went from a size 44, which was what was in the front of this carburetor when I got it. Also has size 44s high-speed air bleeds in the secondaries. What I did is I blocked off the primaries. Like I said, I'm gonna do the same with the secondaries. Just haven't gotten there yet, and see what happens. I like the result. It did lean it a little bit for cruise, and it didn't negatively impact my fuel under boost. So maybe a lot of information here for some folks if you're just getting started. So yeah, just to reiterate, I've got modified power valve in this, 65s in the front, 80s in the back. The 80s are going to change. I have the vent tube on the secondary float bowl. I went ahead and I modified the base plate. I removed the check ball, spring, and washer for the to get rid of the blowout protection so that my power valve would operate under boost. However, I am using a modified power valve in this thing. It only operates under boost, and it does not use any vacuum or boost from the base plate. It only uses boost that comes in to the fuel bowl from the fuel bowl vent. So anyway, shoot me a comment if you have questions or additional information that may be beneficial. You can subscribe. I plan to put together a couple of videos on this thing as I do some testing and tuning to share some results. Maybe they'll be beneficial to you. Maybe they won't. Anyhow, have a great day and have fun with your blow-through project.